ED, it is time to conduct an investigation. Take notes and watch my back. I don't know what I'm talking about. But we do have to ask a few questions, it seems. Right, shoot first, ask questions later. That's how we do investigative work, right? I'm kidding, come on. Let's go and ask around. I feel an inexplicable urge to help this Boone fellow. Excuse me, Daisy.
Fine weather for flying. It's times like these that make me miss it all.
You were a pilot?
Vertibird pilot. 71 missions and only lost one chopper. Rotor malfunction over Klamath. Hard landing, but I walked away.
Huh. So you flew for the NCR, did you?
4? No, not exactly. It was a long time ago. Things are a lot different these days, and those days are way behind me.
So what do you do around here?
I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines, mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together.
Well, thank you.
Watch your 6 out there.
I don't suppose you know anything about Boone's wife, then, no? We will assume by the dialogue options that you do not. Now, the time is 7 AM, so would that mean Boone is still on duty? Is it a 9 till 9 sort of thing? I can't tell who that is from here. Ranger Andy. Excuse me.
Hey, any word on Station Charlie?
Station Charlie. Oh, that's right. You asked me to go and check them out, didn't you? No, not yet. But what can you tell me about Boone's wife?
Carla was a knockout. Whenever Boone walked around with her, he always had this funny grin on his face like he couldn't believe his luck. I know we couldn't. That wasn't the only reason she stuck out, though. That girl never minced words. If she'd had better food or hospitality, she'd let you hear it. Trouble was, she usually had. I don't think she meant it. She really was a sweet girl. I think she just wanted to remind herself that there's still nicer places in this world than Novak. Who could blame her for that?
Novak's not that bad. Okay, so she was a bit of a bitch. This leads me to my next question, which is going to sound obvious. The answer, it might sound obvious, but I want to hear your take on it anyway. What's wrong with Boone?
Had his wife taken. I don't think he'll ever be the same as he was. Damn shame. I told the Rangers up at the station to keep an eye out, but there's just too much ground out there for them to cover.
Well,
look out for yourself.
That doesn't really give you much to go on, does it, Edie? I hope you're taking notes here, because I'm terrible at remembering things. Right. Okay, so... she was pretty. I mean, is it just me or are doors silent at the minute? She was a pretty girl. Maybe that's why she was kidnapped. I don't know. Cliff will be in the shop, would he? Would he be? Is it too early? Let's go and see. The doors are not silent. That one was fine. Okay, Cliff, I know you want to sell them. But I mean... a tripwire. What would the tripwire do? Do you... do you play with these dinosaurs? What on earth they're I am suitably freaked out, Edie. I'm afraid to look in here. I was half expecting a giant one sat on the toilet, actually. Oops. Accidentally opened your interface there, how rude of me. Let's leave this as we found it. That door was silent again on the way out. Weird. Who are... oh yeah, the doctor. And the bodyguards. Cliff, my friend.
How you doing?
Yeah, very well, thanks. Listen, before Boone comes down...
Welcome back. Can I get you anything?
a bit of information, if it's yours to provide. What can you tell me about Boone's wife?
Can't say we spoke much. Boone did most of the buying for him. She was in the store once, but she didn't stay long. Had a look on her face like she'd smelled something sour. But far as I can remember, the gift shop smelled fine. Well, fine as it always does.
Huh.
Come back soon now.
Edie, as far as I can tell, she just had a resting bitch face. But there must be more to it than that, right? She was kidnapped. Excuse me.
Looks like the McBrides weren't telling tall tales after all.
That's true, they were not. There was something of a monster around. Wait, oh, you're a travelling merchant. Hello.
Hey there. Need anything?
That depends on what you've got.
Sure. Here's what I've got.
I'll be honest, I don't know what I need off you. What did I just click on? That. Cigarettes? I mean, yeah, obviously. Mini new tiny tots. What does that mean? Old cowboy hat. Right, let's... oops. Just some cigarettes, thank you. Believe you me, I go through them quick enough. Hey, you know who might be a good idea to ask this? Remember that crazy old coot that was round here? What was his name? What Waffle? Wolf? The one who talked nonsense. Oh, seemed a bit paranoid at least. Was this his house? This is you.
Careful.
No bark. It was something to do with barking. Wolf. I don't know where I got wolf and waffle from. Excuse me, sir.
You've seen them too, haven't you? I can see it in your eyes. I knew I wasn't the only one.
What do you know about the abduction of Boone's wife?
Seen it all. Seen shadowy folk come to his room and leave again in the middle of the night. Thought one might have gone in the lobby too for a spell. Could be that person went in to get something. Or used the John, maybe. Mighty interesting either way, you asked me. I thought it was cannibals, come to eat us all for sure. So I kept out of sight. But now I know better.
Okay, and who was it you saw?
Mole rat men. Come up from the underneath to steal young women with promises of riches and fancy mud mansions with all the latest designer appliances. They covered our lady folks' long hair for wigs, it said, being either bald or balding themselves.
Okay, you've lost me. Have you seen anybody acting strange?
I don't trust a man that doesn't have something strange going on about him, 'cause it means he's hiding it from you. If a man's wearing his pants on his head, or if he says his words backwards from time to time, you know it's all laid out there for you. But if he's friendly to strangers and keeps his home spick and span, more often than not he's done something even his own ma couldn't forgive.
Wow, that's some of the
If anyone asks, we never spoke.
Yeah, believe me, I'm not going to shout about it, but that was some of the craziest good logic I've ever heard in a long time. People keeping up appearances have a lot to hide. Take notes, Edie. Take notes. Thank you. So, one went into the lobby. You know, he might be a bit mad in his theories, but I think that people judge his theories and dismiss his reconnaissance. Is that the right word? Probably not. I'm terrible with words. They dismiss his information that he's gathered. I don't think that they realise just how valuable it is. I think that we should follow this trail. No one's going to suspect us, right? I mean, there's Boone. Poor sod. What the heck was that noise? Oh, hi, Victor! Huh, you're still here, huh?
Hey there, friend.
Hi.
Be seeing you.
Yeah. Are you sticking around until I go, or...? It's not that I don't trust robots, because I trust you, sort of, even though you're a member of some sort of organisation, but... I don't know, it doesn't matter. Excuse me, miss.
Hey there.
Jeannie, that's right.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
Everything is perfect. Except one thing. What can you tell me about Boone?
Nothing that wouldn't be wrong with any man who loses a wife, I suppose. Poor dear. I know he thinks she was kidnapped, but I'm not so sure she didn't just run off on her own. You could tell she was thinking about it ever since they arrived.
And what gave you that impression? Tell me about his wife, then.
How should I put it? I guess you could say she was kinda like a cactus flower. Real pretty to look at, but there was just no getting close to her. She never did take to living here. She liked the big lights and fast living of New Vegas. I got the feeling she was trying to get Boone to leave with her, but I guess she got tired of waiting.
Okay.
Watch out for strangers.
Yes, I will. You don't mind if I just take a look around, do you? What would I be looking for? What could implicate their visit here? You don't mind if I smoke in here, do you? Because I am doing anyway. Edie, I think we may have to come back at night. Can I take these? Thank you. Now, you see, I don't know how long ago this was, Edie. So, would we be looking for maybe something in...
Hey there.
a safe?
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
Yeah.
Watch out for strangers.
I don't know if this is going to get me anywhere, but just keep her occupied. Bill of sale. Nice place, Jeannie. Real nice place. Let's get into the room and let's take a look at this. Alright, Edie, nobody gets in or out of that door, except me. I'll have to be specific because I don't know how weird your programming is. I am only the only one allowed. I'm excited, sorry. Bill of sale, bill of sale, bill of sale. Where do I find it? Data. Bill of sale, bill of sale. We, the representatives of the Consul Officiorum, have this day bargained and purchased from Jeannie Mae Crawford of the Township of Novak the exclusive rights to the ownership and sale of the slave Carla Boone for the sum of 1,000 bottle caps, and those of her unborn child for the sum of 500 bottle caps. The receipt whereof is hereby acknowledged. We warrant the slave and her young to be sound, healthy slaves for life. We covenant with said Jeannie Mae Crawford that we have full power to bargain and sell said slave and her offspring. Payment of additional 500 bottle caps will be due pending successful maturation of the fetus. The claim to which shall be guaranteed by possession of this document. Huh. Edie, that... I don't want to make rash judgments, but this sounds like Legionnaire's work. And we've found our culprit. Oh, this is... Oh. This is awful. She seemed like such a nice lady. I don't know what made me want to pick the lock. But Novak was right. Oh. Well, we have no choice. We'll have to do something about it. We can't just let that slide. That's despicable. She sold a lady and her unborn child to slavery. It's slavers. She condemned them to a life of slavery. This... I mean, I know bad things happen, and we've seen some pretty awful things go on, but such a nice old lady, and for money. She runs a successful establishment in a depraved wasteland. Oh. Anyway, enough. What time is it? It's too early. Way too early to take her out in front of the dinosaur. What we can do is go and talk to Manny. It's going to be hard to keep this under our hats, isn't it, and not take justice into our own hands.